Right here, there's a little guy hanging out. Welcome to another Ernie's Journeys, where we answer the question, where will the journey take us? Today, the journey takes us here. We are at Ezra Smith Wildlife Conservation Area. We happened upon this destination kind of by accident. We were, as you could remember from the last video, we were at Dew Haven Animal Preserve, and we saw this place right next to it. Let's see what we can find out about this place. So right off the bat, there's this story walk where you can add your information and it's offered by the Dr. Shaw Memorial Library in Mount Vernon. So you can kind of add a little personal touch. That's very cool. It looks like we have two trails. There's a deer trail and a beaver trail. And it looks like, here's the parking. Is this where we are? I'm kind of wondering. I think that's where we are. So there's just a couple of loops. And I think this is a second loop.
It's a proposed trail, so it's not
Oh,
yet.
not yet. So it's a proposed. We're not gonna do that. Good call, Ninja. That's why she's here, to keep me from going off the beaten path. Looks like it was donated to the Kennebec Land Trust in 2018, and it's a 125-acre parcel. Before that, this was basically hunting land for George and Linda Smith, father and son. George's father, Ezra. They would often hunt this property together. And if you see a chair out there, make sure to leave it. This chair is just a few steps from Route 41. This is dedicated to Ezra's memory in his final year of life by his son George. Here's the deer trail. We're gonna go this way. So far, as far as ankle breakers go, I mean, I know I've just started the trail, but this is a one. You can kind of see my car up there. It's a little bit steep, but not too bad. I mean, it's pretty broad. It's not very hilly or craggy. You shouldn't have too much trouble. If anything changes along the way, I'll let you know. Well, I like these signs. I live in a place where I sit still, so still, upon a stone wall in my backyard. I am at one with twin fawns, stopping for an early morning snack offered by outstretched apple tree arms. What we were seeing there was the beginning of a book that you read along the trail. So each of the trail markers has a little bit of a nature story along the way, which is really, really cool, really neat. So the book is called At One, and I'll grab some footage when we're back up at the top. So I can still hear the road from here, of course. We're really close. Here's the next page. We're really close to the road still, so I can still hear the roads. We're not really into the woods yet. We'll see how far this goes. Do you guys know what kind of tree this is? If you've been watching my videos, you should know. Leave a comment down below if you know what kind of tree this is. On the backs of the signs, you actually have information related to what's written on the front. So the front of this one talks about autumn trees. And then on this side, you have a little bit of information all about trees in autumn. It's August, so no fall colors right now. But I am liking this trail a lot. Just for the, again, that entertainment, edutainment, learning something as you go experience. I think that's really important to feed your soul and your mind. Be aware that if there is rain, there are some slopes and it's just packed dirt, so it could get kind of muddy here. So just keep that in mind if you're coming onto this trail. Okay, so it seems that not all of them are about the wildlife that you would see here on the trail. This one is about lighthouses as part of the story. And on the back, it talks about lighthouses in Maine. Maine is known as the lighthouse state, with 65 historic lighthouses along the coast. I did a video about the 6 most popular, most observed lighthouses in Portland, and I will put a link to that video down below in the description. Very, very cool, very neat, very picturesque Maine. When you picture Maine, you think of these lighthouses.
Pretty cool.
It's not mold, it's actually a different kind of rock that's embedded in this rock. You can see the vein right there. About a 2 as far as shutterbugs goes. It's very beautiful, very green. I imagine in fall it's absolutely gorgeous here, so that might change my rating for it. But it's also very kind of densely packed with a lot of younger trees. It's not something that you can grab a lot of pictures at and see kind of what you're seeing. This sign talks about the evergreens and their everlasting Christmas tree smell. It's funny, I actually just stopped for a second to smell, and you can smell that Christmas tree pine scent in the air. That's so cool. Did you know that a grown moose can swim 6 miles an hour for up to 2 hours? I did not know that either, but Ninja just pointed that out to me on the back of his sign. I love this moose. It's really beautiful artwork. This trail's kind of growing on me. I really like the book that you get to read and experience as you're experiencing it. It's very poetic. It kind of just puts you into the moment. So for that, I think I would up this to 3 deep breaths. I think I gave it 2 before, but it's definitely 3 now. This is the remains of quite a big tree. At some point, it came down. So there's a lot more pages to the book, but I really don't want to spoil it for you. Come out and read this book as you walk the trail. What a cool idea. This is the cover art for At 1 in A Place Called Maine. Author Lynn Pleward was born in Dexter and was raised in Skowhegan, and the illustrator is Leslie Mansman. Definitely check them out for more information. So here the deer trail meets with the beaver trail. The deer trail continues to the left here, but we're actually going to go down the beaver trail. Even though the beaver trail does dead end, we're going to go explore that and see what that's like. We made it to the proposed trail. Looks like it goes out that way. We'll eventually loop back. And this plaque is all about beavers. See that stick right there? Right there? See how it's sharpened on one end? There's a little bit of a rut right there. So yeah, there is a little bit of evidence. And there's another one right over here. You can see it sticking up out of the ground. And you can see some more evidence of beaver here, and looks like that way is the way that the trail will continue, which looks really cool. Deer trail eventually takes you back out to where you were, but on the way you pass by a little cemetery on the side of the road. This is Butler Cemetery. Let's go take a look. We might have found the hunting spot because there's some really old cans here. There's Pabst, there's a Schlitz beer. That looks like a can of tomato soup, but I don't think it is. I don't know what that is.
Who brought that guy?
Some really old cans and bottles here. I don't see the chair anywhere, but this seems to have been a place to sit and watch the world go by, I guess. Hamsey is a rare name. I've never seen that name before. Well, here we are at the trail's end, or the trail's beginning, depending on how you look at it. We're going to sign the book up here. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. We had a lot of fun. Got to read part of a book, show you guys a little bit of the story behind this trail. Definitely check out the Ezra Smith Wildlife Conservation Area. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. New videos post every Tuesday and Thursday. Join us next time when we answer the question, where will the journey take us?